Hey, what's up guys, David here, back with another video, and today we're gonna be doing another recipe video. So the recipe that we're gonna be doing is protein pancakes, and the pancakes we're gonna be making is a little bit chocolatey, but you don't have to. You can do whatever flavor you want. You can put the cocoa powder in, which I'll show you guys once we actually start making it, but you can leave it in, leave it out, and you can change up the calories. But this is gonna require only 3 ingredients for the pancake recipe, and then we're gonna be making like a frosting topping like with Greek yogurt and fat-free pudding mix, but you guys will see that once we start actually making the process. But here are the ingredients and the measurements that you're gonna need for the calories and macros that we're gonna be doing today. Okay, so for the first ingredient, we're just gonna use pancake mix. It doesn't need to be this brand. It can be any brand. It could legit be even. It could be even this brand. It doesn't matter. As long as you just used a pancake mix, it doesn't matter. Ingredient number 2, you're gonna need a scoop of protein. It can be any protein. It doesn't matter. If you want a vanilla pancake flavor, then you just use vanilla. If you want chocolate, then you use chocolate. And if you want cookies and cream, then you use cookies and cream. But it won't really matter because I'm gonna be using cocoa powder to change it up so it can be nice and chocolatey, because that's what I'm feeling right now. But you can choose to leave it in or out based on your preference, but I'm gonna put cocoa powder in mine. And the third ingredient is gonna be water. I wouldn't really call it an ingredient because, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone should have water, right? Okay, so step number 1, we're gonna get 100 grams of the pancake mix. Just grab yourself a bowl, and if you have a scale, then measure everything out. But if you don't, it's perfectly fine. You can just use 1 full cup of the pancake mix, which is equivalent to 100 grams. About 100 grams. Alright, that's about 100 grams right there. So ingredient number 2, we're gonna take our protein powder of choice and just throw in 1 full scoop right there. Okay, now we're gonna start with step number 3. Okay, so now we're gonna be adding in the liquid, and this is how it should look like. It doesn't need to be exact, but something similar. Shouldn't be too dry, and it shouldn't be too liquidy. And I'll show you guys once it's nice and done. I forgot to mention that I also put in the cocoa powder so it can come out nice and chocolatey. That's only optional, like I mentioned earlier. But okay, so now I put in the liquid, and this is the consistency that you should be looking for. Look how it slowly pours down, and it shouldn't be too liquidy where it's like, I did put a little bit too much water in here, but that should be fine. But it shouldn't be too dry where it's like all clumpy, and it shouldn't be too wet where it's like legit just like pure water. So this is okay if you get this, and if you get this a little bit more drier, that's okay too. Also, you want to preheat your stovetop to medium halfway, and yeah, we're pretty much halfway there already. Okay, so now we're gonna get our non-stick spray and just spray it on here. Next, this is what I usually do. This depends all on you on how big or how fluffy or how thick you want your pancakes to be. But I usually put 4 tablespoons into here. Once I have it in here, I usually just like to move it around so it spreads out and it comes out a little bit thin, but not too much. But I'll show you guys once I have it. 4 tablespoons of that in here. Now I have my 4 tablespoons in here. See, it's not too bad, but I like to move it around a bit just so you can get it all over. But so you're gonna want you want to let this cook for 1 minute to 2 minutes on each side, or until you start seeing bubbles form a little bit in the center. Then you can start flipping it and just repeat the process. Flip it over, wait for a minute and a half to 2 minutes, and repeat that for 3 to 4 times depending on how much pancake mix you have on there. I'll pick the camera back up once this is ready to flip, just so I can show you guys how it looks like once it's ready to be flipped. Then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna do the repeat 3 to 4 more times, and hopefully it comes out with 3 to 4 pancakes. Okay, so it's ready to be flipped now. As you can see, it's a little bit hard on the edges, and it's not bubbly in the middle, which is fine. But as long as you're starting to see the edges starting to hard up, that's when you know it's ready to be flipped. Boom. Repeat that process depending on how much of that you have, and it should be all ready to go. And then we'll do the protein frosting once we're done with that. Okay, so now for the protein frosting, for the topping for the pancakes, this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need 3 tablespoons of any fat-free pudding mix. You're gonna need 100 grams or 3 to 4 heaping tablespoons of fat-free plain Greek yogurt. You're gonna need 1 tablespoon or 3 grams of any type of sugar-free sweetener. Then you can put that all in the bowl, just mix it all up. I'm about to run out of Greek yogurt, bro. Damn. So the heaping tablespoons would be way more bigger than this, but since I don't have a lot, can't really work with much here. Damn, we're gonna be cut short. Also, I don't recommend you to eat this plain because it is pretty nasty just on its own, but once you guys put in everything, it's gonna come out nice and thick and it's gonna come out tasting amazing. This is about how much you're gonna be able to get. It should be a little bit more, but this is fine for me because I don't have any more. So, okay, next. Now for the sugar-free, fat-free pudding mix. I don't measure it out. Like, I kind of know how much I'm supposed to be putting. Now we're going to be putting our sweetener. It's about a tablespoon right there. Okay, so now you're going to mix everything up right here. And it should come out pretty thick. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Okay, so you guys see how thick it is now? Like, look at that. Okay, so we're all ready to eat. We have our frosting right here as well. Then we're just gonna put this on top of the pancakes. Okay, now we have it on top of the pancake. You can just spread it out a little bit more. You can use all of it. So the full macros for the whole entire thing with the frosting is right here. If you don't want to have the frosting, it's gonna lessen the calories, but for the calories for this, I say it's pretty worth it. Like, look at this. It's nice and thick. But the calories for without the frosting are gonna be right here. And the macros along with it will be here for both sides as well. So I don't know what the exact macros are at the top of my head, but I will show it once I edit everything in. So let's give it a nice little taste test. Yo, this shit tastes so good right here, bro. I swear. It legit tastes like a legit cake. And if you want, you can put sugar-free syrup on top of here if you'd like, but that's optional. That's all up to you. And these are 3 pretty big size pancakes, so you can just cut this recipe in half or by like 75%, and you'll still be nice and full and like satisfied. And some of you may be thinking like, who has protein powder? Like, who's gonna want like some regular ass person gonna have protein powder? It's something that you gotta invest inside in your health, because you can go out and buy McDonald's for like 20 bucks when you could have, for one day, when you could have bought a bag of protein powder for like 40 bucks, and it's gonna last you for months. And you can be making recipes like these. It's gonna make you leaner, stronger, bigger, make you look better overall. Okay, so that's gonna conclude today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys did enjoy this recipe. I'll be coming out with more soon. And remember, this has to be the exact recipe. You can change things up. You can change up the flavor, anything you like. It's very customizable, which I really love. And you can change the calories like how I explained earlier. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Peace.